All right, guys, we are back with Misty today, and today's gonna be our second day doing some groundwork with her, starting her as basically a clean slate. And I do want to say, I apologize for those of you that watched the day one video of her. I'm not sure how the color and like saturation got all messed up in my video when I exported it. Like, it was fine while I was editing it, and then when I exported it and uploaded it, somehow the color got messed up. So apologize for that. Hopefully it was still watchable. It is a little bit windy out today, so hopefully that doesn't get in the way of my mic. I think this little fuzzy thing is the wind cover, so hopefully it'll filter that. But yeah, it's been crazy windy this whole week, actually. So Misty hasn't really done anything since our last video. So we're kind of just starting off on our second day. So we're going to just get right into it. I'm going to start with my little whip exercises like I always do. And this is really just to ensure that, step it. Now she's looking for treats in my hand, so I am going to correct her with that because I don't like them getting all nosy and nippy when it comes to treats. But these whip exercises, I just kind of start with pretty much every session with my green horses to make sure they are really, really totally fine about this whip and don't have any, issues with it. If she walks away, I'm just going to follow her. If she wants to play a little game with me, that's fine. She's kind of feeling her oats today a little bit, I think. We've had just crazy weather here. So it's been windy, it's been rainy, we got a little snow the other day, and so you're feeling a little fresh, aren't you? I can tell. You're being a little rude today. And when it comes to correcting them about the treat thing, I usually just swat at them, unless they're actually nipping you with their teeth or they're just pushing and pushing and pushing my limits. I don't really big correct them unless it's really necessary. And right now, she's not irritating me too bad with it, so I'm just giving her little swats. But yeah, good girl. All right, I'll give her a little release. I think we're still in the camera frame. Quit. All right, we'll come back to the middle. When she moves away from me like that, when she kind of wants to find the release and say, I don't want to do this, I follow her because I don't want her to learn that she can just walk away and get her release that way. So it's important that I keep the pressure on until she stands around and quits. Girl. Go around the butt, around the legs. Make sure there's no issues here. And this is also just a nice way for them to stand here and be patient while I'm doing this. And just taking our time. We'll lunge when I ask her to lunge. So I'm going to follow her. Good girl. All right, so we're just going to pick right back up where we did last time with the lunging. I got her roughly started on walking last time on the lunge, so we're just going to pick right back up, and I'm going to ask her to go out. Walk, walk. Good girl. See, she went right out. Good job. And being she's so fresh to learning how to lunge, I'm not going to really ask for a whole lot of space yet. I really just want her to move from my pressure until I ask for her to stop. Walk, walk. Girl. Walk, walk. Good girl. And hoo, hoo, Ooh, good girl. I'm just going to keep telling her whoa until she stops. I want to make sure that she's only stopping when I ask her to. She doesn't get to just choose when to stop. If she does that, then I ask for more pressure, ask her to keep going, and then she'll stop when I ask, and that's when she gets her release. So I like this. She's just kind of staying there. She's not creeping in on me. Oh, I knew I spoke too soon. So I'm going to ask her to back up a little bit. Back up. Back, 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 back. So she doesn't know how to back up with the lead rope yet, right? Back, 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 back. There we go. Okay. So that can be another thing that we work on. Not necessarily a whole bunch today, but maybe a little bit, is backing up using the lead rope. So I'm going to swing it back and forth, and there, when she takes one step back, I'll quit. That's our release. That's our pressure. And when she takes a step back, I release. Quit it. She's trying to find treats again. Good girl. All right, we're going to ask for the other way. Walk, walk. Good job. Good girl. And whoa. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. All right, I'm going to try that backing up again. So I'm going to swing my rope back and forth. Back, 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 back. There. When she takes her step back, I'll quit. No, I didn't ask her to move, so I'm going to back her up. Good. Good girl. And now when I ask her to stop like this, I don't mind if she stands close to me, but when she's really creeping closer and closer and closer, and then she's digging in my pockets for treats, and that's when I'm going to say, okay, quit. Like, we got to put a boundary here. It's one thing if she's standing near me like this in my space, but politely standing here. And it's another thing when she's digging in my pockets. And that's how we start little annoying habits like that, right? So this is good. She's standing here nicely. Good girl. Now I'll come into her and give her a few scratches. Good girl. Yeah. Also, when I'm lunging these new horses, I do kind of move around a little bit more than normal. With our more farther along horses, when you're lunging in the middle, I, as the human, try not to really move at all other than just pivoting around like this. I oftentimes see people like walking a big circle in the middle while they're lunging their horse, and they're like just walking with their horse around in a big circle. That's like, I don't know, that's not really that effective in my opinion. That means, like, to me, that's just, you're just walking with your horse alongside them. And that kind of defeats the purpose for me. I want to just stand here while my horse moves off my pressure and changes directions based on my cues. But yeah, this is good. Good girl. All right, I'll do this like a few times. I do it a few times each direction just to break it down into smaller tasks rather than asking her to go around and around and around and around forever. If I can break this into smaller tasks, that means she gets more rewards and more releases as we go. So that's kind of what I try to do. Also, I tie a knot in the end with these green horses because sometimes when they don't understand how to move off pressure yet, they like to pull and they like to try to get away from you, and having a knot on the end of your rope is really helpful that way, but you don't have to. All right. Walk, walk, walk. Good girl. Again, I'm not super concerned with how far away from me she is. I just want her to keep those feet moving and keep walking until I ask her to stop. She's pushing the laziness today, that's for sure. And ooh, 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 ooh. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Okay, I want her to just kind of stay right there. She's a couple feet from me, and I'm just gonna back up. I'm gonna practice this backing again, swinging this rope. Back, 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 back. There, girl. She's licking and chewing there. And I tell my horses back because I think that's a really easy word that they learn usually pretty quickly is back. So I'm going to voice command it to her as well. And so hopefully eventually when she gets, you know, really good at this, I'll just have to give her a little jiggle and tell her back and she'll back right up. That's the goal anyways. But we'll just take one thing at a time for now. Good girl. Good girl. Also, Misty is probably about 14 hands, which I know is small for a lot of people. That's like pony size for a lot of people. For me, I find it like a pretty normal size horse. All of my horses are like between 14 and 15 hands. So to me, she's like a nicely sized horse. But after watching the last video, after editing it and watching it back, I'm like, wow, I look so tall and big next to her. But in person, she feels like a decent sized horse. So it's kind of weird. Okay. She's creeped in on me again. So I'm going to say back, 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 back. There. And when she steps, I'll quit. Good job. Yes, you just lick and chew. Again, when she's moving and walking like this, my whip kind of relaxes a little bit. When she stops, or if I feel like she's about to stop, I'll pick up my whip and add a little more pressure. Along with my clicks to keep her going. If she wants to use my whole rope all the way to the end, that's fine. And who? Good girl. Good job. Good girl. All right. And each time I do this, since I'm breaking it into smaller tasks and I'm making her switch directions a lot, each time I ask her to go around, I might ask her for another lap or two. And that's just kind of how we build on like the attention span of these horses, and kind of instead of throwing them in the deep end at once, basically, I'm just trying to build it up a little bit. Like last time we worked with her, I asked her for maybe 2 or 3 circles the first time we did this. Now I might ask her for 5 or 6, you know, so we're just kind of building on things. So we'll give this a rest a little bit. It's really important with these super green horses, and really with your young horses, like your 2 and 3 year olds, to kind of find different things to do throughout the session. I don't want to do this lunging for 30 minutes and she's going to be bored as hell. By the time that we're done. And she might even lose focus because she's bored and not really want to try very hard for me anymore. So when I'm doing these very simple, basic groundwork sessions with them, I try to do one thing for a little bit. Now we're going to move on to the saddle pad again. We'll do that for a little bit. We might come back to lunging later. We might practice our backing up some more. I do want to see if I can get her to start flexing today. So there's just a few different things. We're not doing the same thing for 30 minutes. And boring them to death, you know? It's like when you're a kid in school. It's like we've been talking about the same chapter in this book forever, and like, you know, you're an 8-year-old kid and you're like, oh my God, seriously, I'm so bored. So horses are kind of the same way. All right. So just like last time, I'm gonna just throw this around a little bit, make sure she doesn't have a problem with it. Throw it on the ground, see if she wants to check it out. Good girl. I kind of want it to make like a slappy sound too on the ground, and it kind of slaps when it hits the ground. I know with this microphone you guys probably can't hear it, but good girl. Good girl. I'm gonna let it touch you. All right, and here's our pressure. If she wants to back up, I'm just gonna follow her. Let it rub on her, and then I'll release. Good job. What you looking at over there? She looks like she's looking at the camera. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Nope, let me on your other side. See, she wants to keep me on that left side that she prefers. All right, we did this last time also, just practicing the pad falling off of her, just to give her that preparation, maybe in the future if this happens. Good girl. And it's actually falling under her and hitting her legs too, which is good. And I might even let it fall off the other side. Good girl. Good girl. I'll go off the back of them. Good girl. Good girl. And I like that she's just standing here while I kind of walk around and pick this up. That's kind of the goal. It's for her to just learn to stand here, and that's her only job, is to just stand here unless I ask for movement. Good girl. Oh yes, you like this neck scratch. Your life is going to be so hard now. She's just been a pasture pet your whole life. All right, we don't care about that, so we'll give that a rest. All right, so one thing I wanted to work on today that I forgot about last time is flexing and bringing her head around. So really want her to start getting the hang of that right away. So it can kind of be time consuming to teach, especially if we got a real difficult one. But basically all I'm going to do is ask her with just small jiggles on my lead rope to bring her head around. And I want her to kind of bring it around to her shoulder. Now she might not bring it all the way tight around today, but as long as we kind of get the start of things, that's kind of what I'm going for. And if she moves, I'm just going to follow her. So we're going to just jiggle this rope, ask her to bring her head around a little. Now I want them to learn that I want them to move her head, not her body. So right now she doesn't know what I'm asking. She's like, I'm moving, what do you want? I just want her head. Oh, that was close. I want a little bit more than that though. Oh, a little more. You can do it. Good. Okay, that's a start. That wasn't much, but she held her body still and brought her head around. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her a release for that. Good girl. And we'll just build upon that. Now this next time, I might ask her for a little more or a little more. We'll just see what she'll give me. So little jiggles on the rope. I want to keep those feet still. I just want the head. Good. Does that feel weird? Oh goodness, you got something in your nose. Good girl. She's like, I don't know. This is hard stuff, man. Lots of licking and chewing. All right, you try again. Give me your head. Give me your head. A little more. There you go. Good girl. Jiggling of the halter must be triggering something. We got something stuck in your nose? Huh? We got something stuck in your nose? Huh? All right, a little more. A little more. There we go. She's really like twitching that lip around. What's going on here? Her halter's not as high up on her nose as I usually like it. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but she has a very tall muzzle. It's really weird. There, I don't know if you guys can see it, but from here to here is like very wide. So she's got a weirdly shaped head. And so a regular halter is like, it's a little bit of a weird fit. Okay, can we try this side? I just want the head, not the body to move. Okay, that was actually really good. Why couldn't you do that on the other side? Does that feel weird on your nose? Can you do it again? Good girl. A little bit more. Good girl. Good girl. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. A little more. We'll get there. That's better. I really want her to bring her head to me rather than me just kind of pulling it around. I want the pressure off the lead rope and for her to actually bring her head to me. A little bit more. There, that's better. On our back a little bit, so same thing as earlier. I'm just swinging this lead rope back and forth and telling her back, 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 back. There. And as she takes a step backwards, even if it's just with one foot, that's her release. All right, back, 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 back. And she'll kind of get the hang of this game we're playing as we go. Back, 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 back. Good girl. And back, 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 back. See, already she's like, okay, I get it. Back, 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 back. Good job. Good girl. What else was I going to do? Feet. That's what we're going to do. Your feet. Okay, before we quit today, I want to practice picking up our feet again, just like we did last time. So that we can get the hang of this as soon as possible. All right. So if you guys watched last time, you remember this, but basically I am just double looping this around her pastern all the way down by her ankle. And this is how I like to teach them to pick up their feet, so you don't have to try to wrestle with them and try to hold their foot in your hand. So I'm just going to give it a wrap down by the ankle, and I just want her to pick it up and put it down. I'm not asking her to hold it yet. I just want her to pick it up. All right, and give me your foot. You see your foot? Good girl. Nope, nope, don't walk away. Again, I'm going to follow her if she walks away. Following, following. Good girl. All right, and foot, 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 foot. Good girl. Good girl. Sometimes they overthink it a little bit in the beginning, but that's all part of the process. And foot, foot, foot. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. I'm just going to ask her to do it a few times with each of her front feet. And foot, foot. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. You're doing fine. One more. Foot, 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 foot. Yeah, that wasn't very good, but we'll do one more. Girl. All right, one more. Foot, foot. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Okay. Same thing over here. Foot, foot. Good girl. And she's kind of picking it up and stomping it right now, which is fine. I think some of that just comes from the fact that she doesn't really know what I want. Foot, foot, foot. Good girl. She's like, here, geez. More. Foot, foot, foot. Good girl. Okay, one more time. Foot, foot. Good girl. Good job. Good job. All right. I think that's enough for today. Just learning some of our basics, and I can tell she's a little out of focus today. Like, she's a little fresh. She's a little uninterested. Don't be sneaking in my pockets. But overall, I'm glad we did this today and we still got out and did something. That's all part of building this attention span and building the versatility of the horse. Is she's got to learn that even on days she really doesn't feel like it, well, you got to give me something. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos with Misty. I'm sure we'll be back soon, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.